years. Waited a long time. I thought that the way I used to treat myself it would just go away, fix itself, and that I could do it. But the problems lingered and wouldn't go away and just kept getting worse until I hit a breaking point when I couldn't do the activities that I enjoyed doing anymore. So, a long time. I think the main obstacle was knowing that I would have to stop doing things in order to get better. I didn't want to slow down and stop and back up and give my body time to heal. It took a while before I realized that I'd rather just, at first I was just going to push through. I'm just going to keep going. It got to a point where I realized that strategy wasn't working and that I needed to accept that I needed to slow down and take time to take care of myself so that I could get back to what I enjoyed doing. Problem with more problems. It's kind of actually hard to remember how bad it was because I've been doing so well for quite a while now. It was bad enough to where I had to stop doing my hobbies. My sleep was interrupted. At work, having pain at work. So, it was constant. There were multiple small issues that I ignored and they all kind of accumulated into one giant problem altogether. A detailed look, someone to take the time to think about it, to problem solve, to not give you a generic answer. Someone to really listen and look and kind of think and tailor it, to what you want. My activities tend to be on the extreme side, but downhill, mountain biking, dirt bike riding, skiing, snowboarding, soccer, ice hockey. Those are all things I do on a regular basis. For workouts, I like doing the HIIT style workouts, like the plyometric high intensity interval training stuff with lots of jumping and kind of sport specific movements and push-ups and planks and kind of really intense, crazy workouts that almost kill you when you do them. But yeah, I would say those are my regular activities. The team here knew that it was going to take a while to kind of convince me to fully buy in and to fully commit. They were patient with me, and as time went on, I bought in more because I started seeing results, and then I committed more, and that worked better for us and for the team, and it helped on both sides. Before I started services at Anderson Sport and Wellness, I went to what I would call traditional outpatient therapy, but I kind of knew in the back of my mind that it probably wasn't going to do much because I'd been there before and I knew the routine. So, and that's why, there was a long time before I came in here between those two, doing the traditional services and then knowing that didn't help, and then being like, I'm going to do this on my own for a while. When that didn't work, then it's like I'm not going back to the prior, way of doing things. So that's, and I was like, all right, I need to do this. I need to try something different. So some of the things I appreciated and come to enjoy here was the personalized care. Someone that spends the entire time with you, someone who's committed to you mentally that entire time. The manual work, getting more options in terms of the type of manual therapies that are provided here that maybe aren't provided at other therapy clinics because they're not necessarily the same basic skills you would learn as a therapist out of school. A lot of the manual services they provide here are skills that are above and beyond the basic entry-level therapist. I also liked the detail in terms of not just giving you exercises and, saying, okay, have you finished your 10 reps of this, but like really critiquing you and watching you do it and making changes and not just going through the motions, but, really paying attention to what you're doing. But I guess in summary, it's just the personalized attention and the detail in the treatment, feeling like they're actually paying attention to you and listening and watching and care about making you better. I think going to other physical therapy in the past, I don't really remember getting better at all. I don't think anything changed. I would just get exercises and they would tell me to do them, and maybe a therapy aide would watch me, but they don't have the skills to necessarily make minor corrections, or they could only make minor corrections, but they wouldn't necessarily see if you're doing something, out of the ordinary. They just don't have the training for that. So I never really saw results, period, before. It was only coming here that, being a physical therapist, I learned so much about myself and how my body reacted to things that I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware of it until the team here pointed it out to me that was a compensation that my body did, or that was something that my body did that was, atypical. But even me having those skills, I couldn't even detect it on myself. It took someone else, to watch me and to find that. And I've never had anyone teach me any of that stuff or even bring that to my attention in any therapy I've ever received before. I don't know if I can pick just one. There were a lot. I think the self-awareness was probably one of the most important things. I thought I did things well. I thought I did the exercises correctly. I thought I did them well. And then learning that self-awareness, being taught that self-awareness and being, corrected into doing the exercises properly. I think that was huge, because all along before that, I was going along thinking I was doing it right. And it comes to, find out that I wasn't, and I needed a lot of help to relearn how to move. And then just even the conversations, being able to be honest and share my apprehensions and my fears and initially my doubts on the process, and working through that together as a team, and realizing that they are here for me. While they may have direction that they think things should go, if you're not there yet or you're not ready for that yet, they're willing to work with you and, help you get to that place, or get to whatever place you need to be at, to improve. Take it from a fellow PT. There's good and bad in every profession. And I've seen the good, I've seen the bad. This is the good. This is worth your time and your money. I wouldn't come here being a trained physical therapist if I didn't think it was important. And I think the proof is in the pudding. People will come back if they feel like they're getting results and they're getting their needs met. There's a reason I stopped going to other therapies, because I knew. There's a reason I stuck with the process here, and will always come back in the future if I need to. It's the place where it's like, don't waste your time and money somewhere else. Just go to the place that's gonna take care of it. Like I've wasted my time and money at other places, and this place is different. The way their approach and everything is unique, and their attention to detail and dedication to their clients is unique. I would say if you're gonna give it a chance and you really want to get better, and this is the place you want to be.